Hey, it's Steve with Ad Machines. This is Lead Generation Nation. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a Facebook advertising campaign that you can implement that is going to not only help you get some high quality AC replacement leads, it's also going to help you drive in some organic traffic on your website. It's one of those campaigns where it hits a couple different places. You're going to have some SEO value. So SEO meets social advertising in this specific campaign. I like to call this campaign the Keeping Up with the Joneses campaign. And here's the premise of the campaign. If you probably have a neighbor or you know somebody who just bought a car, and the reason they bought a new car is because their neighbor bought a new car, and they got to keep up with the Joneses. It's just human nature to want to keep up with your peers. So we're going to use that human emotion and that kind of reaction that people get, and we're going to play off of that, and we're going to put that right in Facebook. So keeping up with the Joneses. You get something new and shiny, we want the neighbor to get that new and shiny thing too, and they're going to buy from you. All right. So this is a create interest campaign, two-step marketing. If you go to Google, you have an itch you need to scratch if you're going to click on an AdWords campaign. It's one-step marketing. I have an urgent need. I'm going to type it into Google. I'm going to click on an ad, get what I need. Two-step marketing is a little bit more advanced. Facebook's actually a lot more comprehensive than Google in terms of the psychology behind the marketing execution. So it's two-step marketing. The first step is creating an interest. The second step is to convert that interest and turn it into an opportunity, whether that's on the initial visit to the site or we're going to do it through remarketing. So we're going to get a whole bunch of people who are interested in what you have to say, and we want to turn that into a list and get them to convert. All right. So two-step marketing. If you've had bad luck with Facebook in the past, or you felt like you were bleeding budget and you didn't get a good return on ad spend, you want to try this method, the two-step marketing method here. So here's what you're going to need to pull this off. You're going to need a blog on your website. You're going to need some call to action graphics. If you're a machine member, just scroll down to the bottom of this video. You're going to find all the assets you need to put this together, including the call to action graphics. Now, this is where you have to do a little bit of work. You want to document a job in the city where you want to generate leads. So you want to go to your next AC replacement job, or maybe you can go to one that you did in the past. Hopefully you have some pictures and some video. We'll talk about that in a minute. And you want to put together kind of like a police report of the job, right? What did you do? What was the condition of the job when you got there? What kind of unit was there already? How old was it? What were the primary problems that the homeowner was facing? What led to the decision of them actually making the decision to move forward with your company, with your product, with your solution? What are the primary benefits they're receiving now, today, after the unit has been installed? What kind of buyers are they? How old are they? Do they have a family? And can you get them to give you a written testimonial, or better yet, a video testimonial? So those are all the things you want to document. The before, the during, and the after. Talk about the technician, the installation process, as much detail as you can. And if you can answer those basic questions, you're going to have a nice, 400 to 600 word article. And that's what you want. And you want a lot of bullet points. And you want to make it easy to read. If you're not good at writing, then you can, talk into your phone, get it transcribed, and have somebody write it for you. So, this does take a little bit of effort, and this is the hardest part of launching the campaign, is getting this asset, over to your web person. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some media, some pictures, some graphics, and some video. Now on the SEO side, the title of the piece is going to be real simple: AC replacement with the name of the city. That's it. That's the title of the piece. And when you take these pictures and you record the video, you want to make sure that your location settings are turned on and your device. If you use an iPhone, just go to the GPS settings, turn on the settings, and the phone will automatically capture the longitude and the latitude of the location. So if you're, I live in Newburyport, Mass. So, if you're replacing my air conditioning unit, then the longitude and latitude will automatically pick up. So that helps with local search. You want to embed that media. The video is going to go to your YouTube page. You're going to tie it into your blog. Your pictures, there's a number of Google properties where you can upload pictures and you want to pull it in from Google. Those are always great ways to use media and embed that into the piece, bring it to life. Not only does it help in conversion, but it also helps you with local SEO. So publish that, get it on your blog, get the client to give you a video review if you can. You have a YouTube account for this. And here's what the ad looks like. This is kind of the picture. Here's the title, right? So the title will be Newburyport homeowner installs new air conditioning unit and right away saves 20% on their energy bills. Newburyport homeowner installs new central air unit and solves and never has to pay for a repair again. So those are some ideas on the title of the advertisements. A little bit different than the title on the SEO piece. So what you're going to do, I'm going to slow down here a little bit because there's two different concepts here. So step one, you're going to publish the blog post, it's going to go on the website, and that's done. Now you're going to go into Facebook, you're going to create an ad. So you're going to get a little bit more creative with the ad copy. You take what you wrote, you put it onto Facebook in an abstract version, so you just put the highlights, and you come up with a really fancy title. So Newburyport homeowner gets new central air and automatically saves 30% on their energy bills, right? So that draws you in. So if you're in Facebook and you live in Newburyport, yeah, I want to save 30%. I know I need a new air conditioning unit. This interests me. So it looks like a news piece. All right. It also talks to that, hey, who just got their air conditioner installed, and there's some buzz around that, especially if you live in a small town. So we're gonna put an ad together. It's gonna look like this: the before picture, the after picture. Facebook has a number of different ad formats. You can inject video in here. The more the merrier. If you can get the customer to give you a review, if they give you their permission to use their name, even better. Mary Smith of Newburyport just installed central air and saves 20% on her air conditioning. Sounds like a Geico commercial, right? So it draws them in. So you're going to put this together. You're going to launch it on Facebook. They're going to click on the ad. All right, so we're going to launch. I'm going to build a quick ad with you on Facebook in a second. So they click on this ad, and then you go right to the article. All right, so here's an example article that we have on one of our blogs here. And the call to action graphics we're going to put on the side. We're going to put at the bottom. Now I have all the templates here. If you're a machine member, you can get a template, make it really super easy for you to kind of plug and play, and all the questions you want to ask. So you're going to drive the traffic right to the page. Now, you want to make sure that you have your remarketing code in here from Google, that you have your Facebook pixel injected in here, and that you have a remarketing campaign going. You're not going to get a huge amount of conversions up front. And I would recommend, I'll take a step back again here for a minute. Let's say you do 6 jobs in a specific city. You want to do as many of these as you can in that zip code. Get a couple different ones. That's going to help you get that local brand recognition in the city right on Facebook. Okay. We have our call to action graphics, and this is the second step. So people read this. Now I have a bunch of these scattered throughout the blog. So I'm going to have this here on the right hand side. I have one at the bottom. I can float it here as well. So this is my article, and then when they click there, they go right to request a free in-home estimate, get your cool back, and experience long-lasting quiet comfort all summer long. So that takes them to the second step, which is the landing page to to request the free estimate. So most people make the mistake of going right for the free estimate. All right. So I want to give them some type of entertainment value up front, the article, and educate them a little bit and tell them a story. And most people will read. If you have video, they'll watch the video. And now, if they don't take the second step, at least you now have a nice list in Newburyport that is receiving your remarketing campaign. So this is an advanced marketing execution. All right. So now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to define my audience. All right. So I'm going to come to Facebook. I'm going to close up this video here in a minute. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but you can really launch a lot of these just, using the name of the city and following this process all season long. And this one execution can really fill your funnel up. It's a lot like a radius mailer. If you've done a job and you've ordered postcards to send to the neighborhood, that's what this is. The digital version of that. All right. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to find my location. So type in Newburyport, Massachusetts. Okay. So there's my location. Now I just want to target my city. So watch out for the radius. Now who owns homes, right? Who's your ideal fit? I'm going 35 plus. All right. You could make that a little bit higher if you want. 35 to 65 plus. I'm going to target all men and women. Language, English, you can put that in there. Now, the one thing that's important is my demographic information, right? So you have a good sense of who your ideal customer profile is. So you come in here and mess around with the ages. I'm looking for certain demographics. I'm looking for homeowner. So there's a couple different homeowner options. I want to go for the demographic information. So you can see Facebook is starting to really define my audience. Now I have 12,000 people that are potentially on this list. All right, so it's a good list. They're homeowners. I'm also maybe looking for income, right? So we'll type in income. Perhaps I want people over 75,000 to 99,000 to 100,000 here. So I'm just going to go down the line. There's a whole bunch of income options. And as the more information you put in, the list gets smaller, so it's more defined. Smaller is better with Facebook. If you have a big list, you're gonna bleed through budget fairly quick. So I want a nice, small, tight list. And it's okay if you're excluding people under $75,000 in income, that's fine. All right, that's okay. You can get leads in other sources, but this is a nice conservative setup. So I have homeowners who are that make a certain income level, so I can program that. Let's say the your best customers are dog lovers, right? So who knows? So you know those details better than me. So you would come in here and look for those interests. So look, I have a reach of 640 to 1,500 people a day. That's 13,000 people. There's a lot of dogs in Newburyport, so this number is going to stay pretty high. It actually went up. So here, I'm at 14,000 dogs. So I'm including people who match at least one of the following. All right, so I've set my criteria. Income, they're homeowners, dogs. Now I can exclude people. There's certain types of people you can exclude, certain behaviors, certain interests. Let's say you don't want to sell to people who are unemployed, right? They own a home and they're unemployed. Okay, not a lot of unemployment in Massachusetts. So that's just an example of what you can do. All right, so you can save the audience and you can drill into it. So I'm targeting people in a certain zip code, certain income, they love dogs, male and female, and you could do this with any product and service category. And I would recommend a higher average ticket. You're not going to pull in a lot of repair work through Facebook, but this is a really great way to pull in some high average tickets. So I'm going to target this group, going to launch my ad. They're going to see it, they're going to click on it, they're going to read some type of nice entertainment that you wrote up. At the same time, you're getting some SEO value there. You get a video that shows up on YouTube, and you have organic traffic coming in through Google. They read the article, they see the call to action graphic, they click on it, they fill out the form, they give you a call for a free in-home estimate. If they don't take action, you have an insurance policy with remarketing, and those remarketing ads follow you wherever they go. So there you have it. That's the Keep Up with the Joneses campaign. I'd love to hear from you if you actually implement this. Steve@admachines.com. Send me an email. Would definitely like to hear how it goes for you. This is something that I do for my clients, and anytime I've done it, it works really well. So look forward to hearing from you, and go ahead and download all the assets for the machine members listening to this. They're down below the video here. Thank you.